am going to put together a couple bouquets for the order that I have tomorrow. It is Thursday night. I went out and picked everything this evening once it started to cool off. Picked some snapdragons, picked some weeds that I'm going to try. They don't seem to have any odor, and they're not flowered yet, but I think they'll be pretty greenery, pretty texture. I have some Queen Anne's lace. I think these are like wild, not baby's breath, but wild like feverfew, but they seem to close up, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use those. Phlox, Rudbeckia, yarrow, this purple weed that I really like. I got some peonies, some poppy seed heads, and I think that's everything. Oh, and I cut another one of these. I was going to try it for some greenery. They get like these yellow flowers and they're just starting to get their buds, but I was going to see, because that grows like crazy, just need to find something that makes like some good filler greenery to give the bouquet some structure. So I've been keeping my eye out for anything I can find and try for that. So let's get started making the bouquet. I'm going to start with one of my peony branches. It's kind of my middle filler. And then I have a lot of the red snapdragons are what's ready right now. So I'm going to seat that down into there. And this is just kind of a trial and error thing. And I picked really long stems tonight, just so that I'd have a lot of length of stem. This jar is very top heavy and spinny. Do not trust it. But I picked these just with really long stems so that I wouldn't have to worry so much about my stem length at the end, and I could wrap them without having to worry about them being in water. I am leaving these with a friend tomorrow to take them to the party for the requested person. Add in some poppy seeds for some texture. You know, I feel like I cut these snapdragon stems wicked long, but I already feel like they're too short. Let's see. Yarrow. Look at this yarrow. I found a couple of the wild yarrow plants that were like, just, I think older. I think they're like second year plants. And they look phenomenal. They're so like, just boom. So much boom right to the bouquet. Probably seat that down in a little bit more. So I want to make sure I'm trying to put most of the sturdy stuff to the back, the fillers to the back, and then my focal flowers and my more delicate flowers to the front, because I want them to be protected and not crushed up against any of the paper. So I'll just kind of keep tucking those in. Let's see if I'm losing them here. That already looks so good. It's amazing what some filler will do. Let's see. These. Cut my stems so long I don't even have a good way to keep them in camera shot. Can you see me? Nope. No, not at all. Alright, let me see. Want another one of these. so many red snapdragons. It's insane. And I kind of want to load out on the snapdragons because these, I mean, these ones are kind of towards the end. I would have liked to have sold them sooner, but I didn't have an order and I also didn't have time. It's been crazy busy with work, so I've not had a lot of free time to do much and or enjoy anything. So I think I'm finally getting through deadline and getting wrapped up though, which is exciting because then I go back to gardening and enjoying gardening. I need, let's see. Try to tuck in 2 of these Rebecca. I'm gonna pull off some of those. I just don't need them all the way down the. Okay. So I think those look really good. Happy with that one. And once this opens up, like once they put it in a vase at their house, it's gonna open up a lot more and look a lot fuller. Do I tuck in one more snap? I think I'm gonna call this one good. So I'm gonna take my rubber band. We're gonna trim these stems before I do that. That's a bit obnoxious. So we'll find the shortest one. And then trim it. And like, look at the stem length on that. Just gorgeous. Twice, just enough to kind of hold it in place. Roll that up, and then I'll add a Prisol flower food packet so that they have flower food. Help them stay a little fresh a little longer. Okay, I think that one looks good. Tuck that off to the side. Okay, and I think this time I'm going to start with one of those sturdy yarrow stems. And my peony, just because that's going to be, add some phlox in here. I also found this. They're little tiny, I don't know if you can see them, but they're little tiny pink flowers. I thought they looked so delicate and cute. Like they're not opened up yet, they weren't bloomed out. I kind of like to pick stuff a little early like that because then sometimes it just adds like just the pop of color and texture that a bouquet needs. Snapdragon, look at this thing, like massive. That's what happens. The first stems of snapdragons that you get are always really, really long, and then they start to get puny after you take that first big cutting kind of to pinch them, or if you do pinch them, the stems will be a lot punier, but you get a lot more. They're just, overall, they're a great plant. It's worth pinching them, but at the same time, it's worth leaving some long just so that you have, or leaving, not pinching, long. Leaving some without pinching them so that way you don't have all puny stems. You have some of them great big robust stems to add to the bouquets. bug. Do not send bug home to customer. So droopy. I don't know that I like that one. I'll put that one back. Poppy seeds. Put that in there. I think this one needs another snapper. There's one over here. And then pop the Rebecca. Oh, those two are attached, okay. A lot of little sprigs of yarrow. So let's tuck some of those in over here. Sometimes it is way easier to work this stuff off the table. Looks good. This one, trim. Shortest stem on this one is a little taller up there. This pink snapdragon, but I think that one will be okay. I don't want to trim everything else quite as short. It's only about 1.5 inches shorter than the rest, I would say. Rubber band and flower food. To wrap. Voila. We'll put them in water for the night. I probably won't wrap them until the morning, just to avoid getting any water up on the paper as long as I possibly can. Okay. With each bouquet, I gain a little bit of confidence that I might know what I'm doing. Bug. I don't think I really do know what I'm doing, but I can pretend. Thanks for joining.